Middle right now.
Where?
Wildwood Middle.
Wildwood Middle. So you're going to Lafayette.
I'm gonna go to Eureka.
You're going to go to Eureka. All right.
My name's Tyler.
Tyler what?
Cotton.
Where are you going to school? Lindbergh?
Yeah.
Are you there now?
Yeah.
Freshman?
Yeah.
Sophomore. How about you?
Bryce.
Bryce?
Yeah.
Bryce what?
Rosen.
Oh, yeah. We met at the bat demo. Yeah. Good to see you again, buddy. I know. You're what? How old are you?
12.
12.
Mikey.
Mikey what?
Mikey Faulkner.
And where are you at school?
Oakville Middle.
Oakville Middle. Going to Oakville. Huh? You ready to do some damage here today?
Yeah.
All right. Love it. All right. You're freshman? Sophomore. All right. What do you guys think of these drills? Do you like them? Yeah? I'm gonna get hit by a baseball over there. What's your name?
Walker.
Walker? Brian. Where you go? How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Freshman?
No, actually.
8th grade?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go to high school?
Liberty.
Liberty. Coach Reeder, have you met Coach Reeder yet? GAC kid. I love that, man. That's cool.
I know about it. I've only met the freshman.
Okay. All right. What's your name, buddy?
Oh, Will.
What is it?
Will.
Will? How old are you, man?
14.
Where are you going to be going to school?
I think this probably.
DeSmet, probably? Yeah? All right. Very good. Got all kinds of kids going on here. Guys, we're here with Chase Meyer, and you're one of the pitching,
Yes, sir.
let's say, coordinators. We'll put it that way, right?
That's right,
For the St. Louis Pirates. Coach Chase Meyer, and I got to say, this is a Fort Zumwalt South guy, and it's okay. I love the rivalries, Fort Zumwaltese, and he played against my son back in the day, so that's kind of cool. I don't think that's always
Didn't know each other yet.
love that stuff, right?
Baseball's a real small world. It really is.
Isn't it?
It's a real small world.
So anyway, today going through the process here, I saw you're writing out, I don't think I could write that small, putting out each individual process for the kids coming in today and what they're working on. Talk to us about the detail that you're putting into this practice.
Yeah, so every kid, when they come in, the last thing I want is a cookie cutter program where every kid does the exact same thing. So when kids will come in, you'll see them, they'll read exactly what they're supposed to do on the board. And I try as best as I can to tailor each individual kid with the drills that are more suited to what we've been working on the previous days and weeks of this practice.
So talk to us about some of those details. What would you maybe, you're prescribing? Does it have to do with body type? Does it have to do with just the level of where they're at, age? What is the process?
So it's a little bit of all of that. So obviously older kids, I can go a little bit more advanced with some of the stuff that they're doing. So if it's a younger kid, I'm not necessarily going to give them the same thing that I might give a 17, 18-year-old if they're 8 or 9. But then at the same time, I don't want every kid that's 16 years old doing the exact same drill. So I have some kids, they might need more focus on their lower body for a little bit of time. And I've got some kids that might need a little bit more work on an arm path. So it's a little bit of like you said, a lot of detail work, a lot of fine tuning of, okay, this drill works really well on this, but that might not work for this kid. That kid might not be able to actually understand what that's working on. So there's some trial and error with it, but a lot of, as best as we can, we try to tailor it to each individual.
And so when these guys are going through these drills over here, the water and the balls and stuff, that is a mixture for just basically warming up though, correct?
Yes, so we'll use a lot of this stuff it can be tailored for both hitting and pitching. So this time of year, you'll see a lot more hitting movement. You come in about 3 months ago, you'll see a lot more of it on the throwing side as well. But we use it more try to add some athleticism back into some of these kids, get their bodies moving the way they should be moving. You'll find a lot of kids will start getting stiff as they get older because they'll start lifting, they'll grow at different rates. They're still trying to figure out their body. We have found that using things like this helps actually get them a little bit more coordinated, find their athleticism a little bit more.
And that's where it's at.
Right.
Being an athlete, right?
100%. You'd be surprised at how often we look at a kid and go, you've had every bit of athleticism coached out of you. We need to find a way to get that back in. And we use that kind of stuff all the time.
So when you're talking, so how many pitchers will you see in here today?
So today, right around 25 to 30.
Oh, wow.
So about 25 to 30 kids will come in. Of those that pitch, probably 15 to 20 of them. So we keep moving. There's a lot of kids coming in a very short period of time.
And, yeah, I was going to say, because that's within about a 2-hour period, right?
I think we're here for 3 hours tonight.
3 hours
We've got
tonight?
25 to 26, I think in total is the actual number.
So the kids will come in here, they're going through this. We're seeing a lot of everybody we've been kind of walking through there hidden. So when you go, you're going to be heading over to the other cage. What are some of the things we're going to see you in this process do with the kids over there?
Yeah, so over there, it's going to be a lot more bullpen focused. So when we go over there, it's specifically, we are working on pitching, not just the mechanics of it. A lot of these kids have gotten to a point where we're not just working on, hey, here's how you throw strikes. We're working on, hey, this is how you throw strikes to this certain situation. So if you've got a kid in an 0-2 count and you've thrown 2 fastballs by him, what should we probably be throwing after that?
Right.
Yes, every catcher is typically going to call a game, and a lot of times with some help from a coach. But in a lot of cases, you'll see, especially with the younger kids, if their coach or their catcher's calling the game and the coach isn't, pitchers will get very, very predictable, and they've got to be able to read that themselves, not just from the catcher's viewpoint.
Gotcha. Hey, man, that's good stuff. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Chase Meyer, folks. Oakville, huh?
Ready, but I'm also.
What's your name?
Cameron.
Cameron?
Yep.
Pleasure. Are you a freshman?
Yeah.
Yeah? Think freshman team's going to be pretty good?
Yep.
Varsity squad ought to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, we got some good pitchers.
Yeah, you do. Yep. What are you guys working on here?
We're doing a warm-up for our hitting.
What is the warmth for your hitting drills?
Yeah, like after this.
So what is this thing?
It's like a water bag. It's to help like transfer weight.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just to get more resistance.
Do you feel good using it?
Yeah, it's just to get my body loose so we're good for it.
All right. Well, you already been hitting a bunch in here already.
Yeah.
What's your name, bud?
My name's Luke.
Luke? Luke what?
Fullwire.
What school you go to?
Waterloo.
Waterloo, Illinois guy.
Yep.
Illinois guy. I like that. Waterloo, you guys ought to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, we should be.
Yeah. All right, very good. Well, I'll go ahead. Take care of your business. Okay, guys, we have Hunter Miller. Would you be the hitting coordinator for the St. Louis Pirates?
Assistant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Assistant.
Yeah. Don't really have a title. It's
No
just
titles. Just come in and get her done.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We don't need no stinking titles.
No, we all trust each other to run as much as humanly possible. So that's all that needs to happen.
Hunter, talk to us a little bit about how you got into coaching here with the Pirates.
Yeah, so I played for Justin in the past, and one summer he was short coaches, called me up and was like, hey, do you want to help me out? I said, yeah. I took over one of his teams for the summer, came back and was like, hey, I'm still playing ball, but I'll do this on the side. It's a little bit of extra money. I like doing it. It's fun stuff. Yeah. So he said, yeah, and then I kind of got into the training aspect of it more than the on-field stuff, and I fell in love with the training aspect. I do like the training a little bit more than the on-field stuff. Yeah. I will admit that. But no, it's a super fun environment. Like, I played for him in the past. He asked, I said yeah. And then I asked to become a part of this because I liked what I saw. And honestly, the biggest benefit that came from it from 2 years ago was I became a better player. learning how to teach it to other people helps you internalize it yourself. So that helped me out a ton. And then this year, obviously, I'm done playing.
Where were you playing?
So I had bounced around a couple of times, so I kept blowing out my UCL over and over. So yeah, I bounced around. I played wherever I could, wherever would let me play.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Till they kicked you out, right?
pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I was playing in St. Louis. I played for Harris Stowe my senior year. But yeah, pretty much just wherever would let me keep playing with minimal throwing. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. But helping out here, I love it. It's so much fun.
I love what you said, the aspect of, the training made you a better player. How are you taking that thought process of what you and infusing it into what you're doing in the training?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things that we do differently than other programs is like high school and youth training together. So it really helps our high school kids out, because if there's a day where we need to be super intensive on one kid because, hey, he has a showcase this weekend, so I'm going to try and get him as much attention as he needs, whereas the youth kids don't. I'll tell one of the high school kids, I was like, hey, you know your stuff. We've taught you, figure out a way to teach them. So being able to train with high school and youth kids at the same time, it helps our high school kids out a ton, because if you can teach it, you can do it, right? So
You think about it.
it makes you think about it a different way, because like I said earlier, like I can tell you 8 different ways to do something. If you don't react to any one of those 8 ways, it's never going to happen. So getting the high school kids to try and teach it to a youth kid who doesn't understand it at their level helps them realize, oh, actually, putting it that way makes it easier for me to realize this. Like I said earlier, like, hey, get tension in your back hip, all that stuff. A high school kid might look at a youth kid and say that, no response. Yeah, exactly. High school kid looks at a youth kid and goes, hey, just stay back a little bit longer, do X, Y, and Z. The more they explain it, the more they're realizing, I can actually use that because that's easier for me to
And then you
understand.
see the high school kids starting to do it, replicate, showing the kids.
Yes.
And all of a sudden he's starting to feel his body a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think the inner training of the high school and the youth kids is a huge benefit to not only the high school kids, but the youth kids too, because they aren't only hearing it from us, they're hearing it from the high school kids. And it gives them something to be competitive about. For the youth kids, being competitive with kids your own age is one thing, but being able to be competitive with kids a couple years older than you really is a motivational aspect.
So now you have another group coming in. They come in about every half hour.
Yeah, they come in every half hour.
And how long does that process last for each player?
So hour and a half. Yeah, so we do warm up and then we try and get it to like 45 and 45 hitting and throwing. Some kids might need an extra round in the cage. Some kids might need a little more time on their throwing. So the way that we have it set up, like 6 kids in a class, typically the 3 of us are here. We'll have extra help every once in a while to just if we're super, super busy. But being able to have the 3 of us kind of communicate and rotate through the groups, like the fluidity works. Justin has hammered down the process. Justin and Rick have talked about it. This is the best flow that we have. It's what Rick does with his pro players too. So it works not only here, but it works up there too. Like the method of training, the flow through everything, like we have hammered out pretty well.
It looks like it. And the kids have come in, and I love the responsibility of it.
Yeah.
The accountability to the whiteboard. I was talking with Justin about that. When you come in, are you putting that information up on the board?
Yep. So Chase will write all of the pitching drills for the day. Especially on days like today. I know some stuff about pitching, obviously not as much as the hitting aspect. So I can give some pointers over here, but I can't give the next level stuff that Chase can. So he writes his drills on the board. I can kind of flip back and forth here. The hitting side, we have drills written up on the board. And one thing that our youth kids don't quite get yet, but our high school kids are starting to get, is the drills that we do have different motives for different people. For some people, it might be staying back. For some people, it might be getting extension. It works different things for different kids. So you can look at the board and it'll tell you the drills that we're doing. And then if you need more information on, hey, what does this do for me specifically? What should I be focusing on rather than just going through the motions? We'll be able to give you the next step.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, they all know. You come in, you read the board, you do the warm up, and then once the group before you is done hitting, then you slot right into the cages. Once you're done hitting, you go do pitching. Once you're done with pitching, you do recovery, and you're gone.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's different than what I've seen, and you see the kids getting ready, everything's rolling, and then you have the pitchers doing the bullpen over there. It's a cool deal.
Yeah, the flow works for what we have right here.
Yeah.
The space that we have, I think we have it hammered down with the cages that we have available. So yeah, it works out. It works out well.
I love it. Hunter, pleasure, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, folks, we're here with Justin Rosen, director of the St. Louis Pirates program. We met at the bat demo at Prime Sport.
Prime Sport, yes.
Yeah, I just kind of bumped into each other, and I was like, hey, here we are.
Absolutely.
Winter Workout Tour 2026. You got these kids warming up here, Justin.
Correct. So what we try to do, get them to use their body control movements instead of just coming in, walking in and swinging cold. You try to get them activated with some sort of abs with water bags to get their stability and rotation. They can go in the weight room, push around a lot of weight, but if they don't learn how to rotate properly and be stable on their feet, it doesn't really matter how strong you are. You can be skinny and still be stable. As that kid, he's skinny, but he can be strong and rotating.
Well, I think it's interesting here. You know, you've got a sophomore, a freshman, your son here. How old?
He's 13 young.
13. And then you have another middle school kid.
Correct.
You're bringing these kids all in here at different ages and
Correct.
whatnot. And how does that, where did you come up with that?
So the high schoolers are actually good mentors to the younger ones. Mm-hmm. So they get to, the young kids or the middle schoolers get to see how high schoolers come about their work ethic. And then the hitting part is honestly the same.
Yeah.
Obviously a high schooler is going to pick it up faster, but all the movements are the same.
Right.
You know, and we like to train a little bit harder than what they're going to play. So, you know, honestly, the work ethic is honestly, I want the youth kids to understand it's not about winning tournaments on the weekend, because we all like to win, but it's also how hard do you work in the off season.
I like that because here's the thing too. I think this is real. I think when you're talking about what it means, what it means to win, nobody can guarantee a win, right?
No.
So if you're not working hard, you don't even give yourself an opportunity.
Not even that, and especially with the middle school kids, we have kids that grow at all different rates. Mm-hmm. You know, you can have a 12, 13, and 14-year-old, they all look the same. You know, if you put all the bigger, stronger kids together at 12, 13, and 14, where are they going to be at 15, 16? They won't know how to work when adversity kind of gets to them because they don't know how to put the work ethic in.
Right.
You know, because, again, the growth, nobody knows when kids are going to grow. Like,
So
obviously, my son, he's a bigger, stronger kid, but then you have him right here who is a 14-year-old.
exactly.
Like, he's almost 2 years younger than my son. So.
And the young man here right here, what's your name?
Calvin.
Calvin?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school, Calvin? Oakville?
Yes.
What grade? 7th?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They're all different sizes. He's in the 8th grade. and he goes to Eureka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eureka.
Yeah. So they all grow.
Yeah, because he said he's at Wildwood Middle.
Yeah, he's gonna go to Eureka. Yeah. So
That's kind of interesting, Wild, but I guess Eureka, it just depends on
where you live.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I thought he might be at Lafayette.
Correct. I think some of them have choices
Do they really?
in the Wildwood school district, like middle school.
Yeah, because that's all Rockwood over
Correct.
there.
We have Lindbergh. I think he's a Seckman kid. So we have kids from all over the place.
So talk to me, we met this way, St. Louis Pirates organization. How'd you get into this?
So I actually played for Rick, who started the Pirates when I was 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
I was on one of his very first teams. So I've known Rick for 20 plus years. And
You want to say how long ago that was, man?
no. But after I got done playing, I got hurt playing. I really didn't know what to do, and I just decided to start coaching, and it just kind of ballooned from there.
Yeah.
So, and then now Rick's doing his thing in pro ball, and he turned it over as the director of the Pirates to me.
Wow. How long you been the director now?
I'm going on 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I worked and trained under Rick for a very long time, but other than that, once he went to pro ball, it was hard for him to balance both and turned it over to me.
Oh yeah. Right.
So
This method that you have here with this, did that start with Rick, or
Correct.
is this something
No,
you did start with Rick?
it started with Rick, and obviously when I took over, I'm like, Rick, we need to start younger because we only did 14 through high school. With so many clubs here, to have a good competitive 14 team, we needed to start them younger, and that's where I came into play. Obviously, I have a vested interest in the youth baseball,
Sure.
but also I wanted to get them trained right. And so once they get to high school, they know how to train and play.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I love watching the kids. They're working hard, man.
they do.
I love the accountability part.
Yeah,
You put it up there, and it says up there, read this, don't come and ask.
yeah. Read, don't like. It's all there. Then they still ask questions because some of the drills change. We change drills every week, so some of them they don't know how to do the drills, which I'm okay. But
But if they're coming up and asking you, hey, how do I do this drill? They've read it already.
correct, exactly. Do all kids do it? No, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
The first month or so, we have to get them. I don't want to say train, but learn our system.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it's kind of on autopilot. And then we can just focus on the hitting or the throwing. Where the warm-up, 9 out of 10 times, we're not even watching it because they know what to do. Unless they have questions about what drill to do.
I love that. I just love the accountability. And like I said, there's on the small board, the pitcher's board,
Right.
the individualization
Absolutely.
of what Coach Chase is doing,
Yeah.
Coach Meyer doing with those.
So we've thought about getting an app, like have everything on their phone. But kids these days are so involved on their phone and their app, where we want their phones kind of taken away, and that's where the whiteboard comes in. Because we could put all the drills, we could put all the videos on an app, but at the end of the day, that's all these kids know. Let them try to figure out something else.
Yeah.
Too. So
Nothing like a challenge, right?
exactly.
Nothing like a challenge. I love that. So talk to us about the future of the program.
So our future is honestly, our youngest team right now is 13. So we want to get going down to at least 10, 9 or 10 to groom them up to all the way. But we just don't want to throw jerseys on a lot of these teams out there. We want to actually have a good coach, good players, a good culture. Honestly, some of these teams out there, I don't want it to be just a team. I want it to be actually a good culture and a good working environment.
Absolutely.
Almost like the blue collar environment.
So when I know there's a lot of people talk. I personally would, coaches, dads, you're a dad, you're coaching,
Right.
and things like that. How are you then taking that next step with people coming in and as a team? You know you're going to have dads coaching. How are you helping them understand what that step
So
is?
we try to interview the coaches. Obviously, sometimes we get burned. They say the right things.
Sure.
We get burned like that. But on the flip side, we try to help them, mentor them with coming in here, training. We'll help write them a practice plan, right? Be out there as much as we can. Chase can do it more because he's not married yet or doesn't have anything like that. But with me, I'm married, I have a family, so he does a lot of on the field, like running around on the field.
Gotcha.
So it's nice that way. He balances it a lot out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got the other gentleman over here.
Hunter, yes. He helps me more in here with the hitting side. Just, he's a little younger and he can relate to the kids a little bit more he knows when to step it up a notch on the technical side, but also kind of relax it with the younger kids too.
Yeah, we've had some good stuff watching him here with the kids talking and whatnot.
And he does a very good job with the
Yeah.
kids. I'm blessed to have him on the staff.
Yeah, it's been fun watching. It's been fun watching.
Both Chase and Hunter, they do a very good job I'm very, very blessed with having both of them.
Well, the program, the St. Louis Pirates, it's been around a long time.
It has, and I'm just trying to keep what Rick has built up. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel with because he was a pioneer in this travel ball industry, and just trying to keep what he's doing. He advises me on what, hitting wise, program wise, everything. So I don't really have to.
That's a pretty good mentor.
Yes, he's a phone call away.
Yeah,
So he's a mad genius when it comes to.
that's good stuff. Justin,
Thank you.
absolutely, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.